Personal Glory here. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, today has been quite an eventful day for all of us, for Mom, me, the hubby. It is Saturday. It started off like any other Saturday where we always take Mom out. And I posted it on Facebook and Instagram. For those who follow me there, know already about it. A lot of you, thank you so very much for all the prayer warriors who pulled together and said so many awesome prayers for my mother. I truly appreciate it. But I told a few of you who have been private messaging me asking how my mother is doing that I was going to just do a video for everyone to know rather than to address it one-on-one individually with each and every one of you, which would have taken a very long time. I just thought it would be a lot easier, and it would also include a lot of you who do not follow me on Facebook or Instagram because you don't have either one of them, or you just haven't followed me there yet. But I thought if I put it on YouTube, it would reach a larger, broad audience, would reach a lot more of you, to let you all know all at one time what transpired and how Mom is doing. Okay, as a lot of you know, we take her out every Saturday, and it started off just like any other Saturday. We picked her up. She was fine. My mother's a very strong, independent woman who has her own apartment and does not want to be a burden to anybody. She's just strong-minded, strong-willed. So she came downstairs. We picked her up, like I said. We started off. I asked her how her day is, how her night was, so on and so forth. She took her medicine, all that good stuff like that. It's a routine. And we started off by going to Dollar Tree first. So we went to Dollar Tree. And when we're in the store, any store, whatever store it may be, my mom goes her way, I go my way, and then we meet in the middle. And whoever finishes first, you know, we let the other know, I'm done, I will be in the car waiting for you, or I'll be up front, so on and so forth. That's how we've always done it for many years. Because I have things that I like to look at that would bore my mother to tears, and I don't want her just feeling like she's got to be a third wheel following me around in the store. Plus, it still gives her more of her independence going about her own business and shopping on her own. So that's what we do. So we go into Dollar Tree. She goes and she starts shopping, and I go and I start shopping. And I'm all done before her, and I let her know I'm all done. I'm going to go to the car. Take your time. We'll be there waiting for you. She comes out of the store pushing her cart. And we could see in the rearview mirror that when she's coming out that she's not walking right. She was like limping and just really struggling. So Brad jumped out of the car right away, went over to her, pushed her cart to the side, and she almost fell again. And she almost fell. I say again because I'm going to tell you what happened. She almost fell. He gets her into the car. And I said, Mom, what happened? She says, well, I fell in the store. I said, oh my God. I said, are you okay? Did you hit your head? Did you fall on your knee? What happened? Because I know she has a bum knee. And she said, no, I fell backwards. And I said, okay, obviously someone helped you up or what? She says, yeah, a nice lady helped me up. And I said, okay, so now, you know, she paid for her stuff and she's in the car. So I'm thinking, oh, that's all that had transpired and that she was okay, you know. But we're in the car and I start to ask her questions like, Mom, did you hit your head? Are you okay? You know, you sure you're okay? Do you want me to take you to the urgent care? Are you all right? Is your knee okay? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I said, okay. I said, well, Mom, I don't think we should go to Walmart. Maybe we, see, now, mind you, I skipped a part. My mother has a walker, the kind with a seat, similar to mine. We had hers in the trunk. This is how strong-willed my mother can be. It was in the trunk of the car. I told her when we got to Dollar Tree, Brad's going to take out your walker for you so that you can take it into the store with you. No, I'm going to use a cart inside the store. I don't want my walker. I will lean on the cart. I said, Mom, I told you we got to start using your walker. I know, but I don't want it. I told you, I can't put stuff, I can't push a cart, and I want to lean on the cart. I've always done it that way, and that's what I want to do. Okay, so then that's when she fell in Dollar Tree. All right, so now we're, like, I digress. We're in the car, and I told her, I said, Mom, maybe we shouldn't go to Walmart now. Maybe I need to just take you home. She said, okay. I said, all right, so I'm gonna go home. I said, Mom, maybe, you know, are you okay? She always has to have, she drinks a certain kind of milk. She's lactose intolerant. So I said, do you have enough milk at home? Or do I need to stop and pick that up for you at Walmart? Because that's where she gets it. Whatever. I said, that's not like my mother. So I said, Mom, do you want us to go to Walmart, or do you want us to just take you home first? I don't care. Where am I? I said, what? And I said, Mom, I'm going to take you to urgent care. No, I want to go to Walmart. She started being argumentative, which is not my mother. So then I said, okay, Mom, we'll stop by Walmart and maybe Brad will run in and get you your milk. Is that okay with you? No answer. I turned around, looked in the back seat of the car, and my mother was unconscious and slumped over to the left. I looked at Brad and I told him, take her to the ER. We're going straight to the ER. Something is not right. I was beside myself, guys. I'm going to try not to cry because I have been crying all day. We get her to the ER, and Brad gets a wheelchair. We get her into the wheelchair. Talking about it later, she doesn't even remember getting into the wheelchair or anything. She doesn't remember a lot. We get her inside. I go up to the window and I tell them my mother fell at the Dollar Tree when we were shopping. I said, something's not right. She's not acting right. She was slumped over in the back seat. She was unconscious. I don't know if she had a stroke or what. So right away with saying all that, they got her in immediately. They even did a code over the intercom where they yelled for, you know, saying, you know, stroke victim, something like that. I can't even remember. It was so scary, and it was so... A lot of people come running in. They came in, they took her blood sugar. First they did stroke victim questionnaires. Do you know what year it is? Do you know what your birthday is? She couldn't answer half of them. She didn't. It took her 2 or 3 minutes for them to get her name out of her. She didn't remember her name. When they took her blood sugar's on the meters, they told me later. They register on their meter when they check their blood, the lowest being 24, the highest being 600. That's what their meters, you know, that's lowest, that's the highest. So they checked her blood, and it was at the lowest at 24, which then the doctor told me that hers was more than likely lower than 24. That's just the lowest their meter registers, but she was more than likely even lower than that. So if I had taken her home like she had first originally wanted to and just chalked it up to a fall, she wouldn't be here with me today. She would have gone to sleep and probably never wake up. So they right away gave her some glucose in an IV, and they got it up. They got her sugar back up. She was more coherent now. She can answer questions. She could talk. She was herself again. Then they checked her glucose again, and this time it was 366. They gave her a little too much. So then they started fluids. And they had done a CT scan on her brain to see whether or not she had had a stroke. That came back fine. They did a bunch of blood work, which we do not have the results of as of yet. She was hungry because she had, I asked her, when she was now coherent enough, the doctor and I all asked her this morning, when she checked her blood, it was 266. So she shot herself her 30 units and ate 2 pieces of toast and a cup of hot tea. And then after Dollar Tree, we were gonna go eat. That's our routine. Well, evidently her giving her shot, and she didn't eat enough that it plummeted. Now, what I'm upset about, and I'm going to be taking Mom into the doctor's on Monday for a recheck from the ER, from all of this that transpired. I'm going to be taking her in on Monday. I'm going to be talking to the doctor and asking them that. A week or 2 ago, me and her both had our A1Cs done. Mom's A1C was normal. First time in a very long time, it was like 6.2. It was nice and low, and it was fantastic. But the thing is, they never adjusted her insulin for it being a perfect A1C. They should have adjusted it down. No, instead, with being a perfect A1C, they left her at the old dose that she was taking from when it was higher. Her A1C was higher before. They should have taken into consideration that her A1C had gone down, and then they should have adjusted it as well, her insulin, but they didn't. So she was still taking that. So on Monday, I will be letting them know. Oh yes, I will be letting them know. And we'll get that adjusted and we'll get that taken care of. Okay, so we know what transpired so far. While my mom's in the hospital though, she got very, very cold. Her lips were her teeth were chattering, she was just freezing. And her blood pressure started to go down. And all I could think of was deja vu. I thought, sepsis. Because I thought, oh my God, those are the symptoms I had. I'm like, oh my God, it's just like flashbacks. I'm thinking, oh no, she can't have what I had. So I called the doctor and they gave her a nice warm blanket. And I told her what had happened to me. And I said, you know, something else is just not right. So she says, always be a voice for those who cannot be a voice for themselves. So the doctor said, well, let's do a UTI, a urinalysis. Let's check for a UTI and do a urinalysis, which they did. Doctor came back in a little bit later and said that she had a very bad UTI. My mother now, she's coherent at this point because they had given her the glucose and stuff and her sugars had gone back up. She said, no, it can't be. I don't have any symptoms. I don't have any urination problems whatsoever, no burning, no nothing. I said, Mom, that's not how it works for everybody. Not everyone has symptoms, you know. She says, but I've always had symptoms. I said, well, there's a first time for everything. So they put her on an IV with antibiotics. So they put her on a drip for that. That was all done. Then they came back in, they checked her blood sugars again. Now it was down to 91. And they brought her a nice lunch. So she had lunch. Now she's able to go home. They discharged her. They said they're sending her home, and we just dropped her off. We are home now, obviously, but we went to Walmart, straight to Walmart, get her prescription filled for her, and then we took her home. And we went upstairs with her, got her all comfortable, and in all of this also, amongst all of this happening, she couldn't find her phone. And I'm thinking, oh Lord, where is her phone? Because I need to check up on her. I need to know what's going on. She can't remember where her phone is. Well, when we go upstairs to take her upstairs and get her comfortable and put her stuff away, her phone was still in the charger. So thank you, Lord, the phone has been found. She had just left it there. So now instructions are, I'm going to be calling her throughout. I got to call her again in a little bit here when I get off, check on her, make sure she's okay. I'm going to make sure she's doing the instructions as told on her insulin and stuff, and also for tomorrow, all day tomorrow on Sunday. And I'm just glad she's got her wits back. She's back to feeling normal, walking normal. Everything is just fantastic again. So I thank you so very much for all the prayers all of you have sent our way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God, for listening, for hearing, and for healing her. She is on the mends. I will get her into the doctor first thing on Monday for a recheck. But it was truly, truly a scary thing. If I just dread to think what could have happened if I had taken her home like she wanted. So with that said, guys, I just wanted to update all of you. For those who have been PMing me on Messenger or Facebook and Instagram wanting to know, and I told you, all of those who had asked, I told you that I would do this video. So here is this video to let each and every one of you know how she's doing, what had transpired, and to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And she thanks you as well. I read them all to her, and she says to me, Kathy, I'm blessed. And she truly is. So with that said, thank you. Love you guys. My mom loves you. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.